This is unreal. After the worst box in history, we have two great finds. Hey everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be doing a cornroll hunt of $50 of pennies, holding one of the two boxes in my hands. But basically we're going to be looking for wheat pennies, errors, anything that we can find. We're also hoping to continue to add to our wheat penny folders that we've been doing. So with that being said, let's go to the hunt. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully we can get some good pickups. And it took quite a while, but we did get our first Wheatie finally, and it's on its back, so we'll see what the front is. 1940, relatively standard, but it's great to get one. This was 8 rolls in, so hopefully we can do a little bit better than that throughout the rest of our boxes. There weren't any enders, unfortunately, but maybe they're all just waiting in the middle of the roll for us. And a few rolls later, we got a very poorly plated, gold-colored plated penny, but obviously this is not gold, and I did a video on this a while back, but there's not going to be any gold pennies out there whatsoever. And 10 rolls after the first Wheatie was discovered, we got another one, a 1953, so it's not going to be a folder filler either. I'll show you the back, but it is in actually decent shape, you know, relative to the average wheat that we find, so that's kind of the positive note out of that roll. And after quite a lot of time, and I mean quite a lot of rolls, probably the most I've ever done in a Treasure Town video, we found another wheat penny. We have about 7 rolls left in this box, and this is only our third. And I think previously our worst box was like 10, so I'm not like super mad or anything, but I'm a little bit disappointed because normally we get better results. But let's see what this coin is. 1945, so I'm happy about that, new for this hunt, and we'll see if we can't do a little bit better either in this or the next box. But as always, we will be doing a break right at the end of the first 50 rolls, and then we'll get on to the second box, which maybe will have a little bit better of a concentration. And we have a pretty good start. Our very next roll actually had a wheat penny. This one's from 1951, so I'm really happy to see a fourth wheat penny come out of this box, and we'll see if we can continue this little burst at the end of the first box. And another recent one that I found with 4 rolls left at this point. We'll see what it's going to be. 1953D, and the mint mark actually looks a little bit funny. I wonder if it's a repunched mint mark or if it's just damaged. I'll have to take a look at that later. It looks like it's just damaged, but very happy about that, and maybe we'll get some more wheats to close the box out. And at the conclusion of the first box, it's a really unusual first one. Again, I've never had this few and not even close in the past, but we got 5 wheats, 2 Canadian pennies, and that weird gold one. I will be throwing that back, and I'll just get started with the next box. We'll see how that goes. As always, be updating you throughout the hunt. And that's a little bit more like it. We're going to start out this very first roll in the second box. We have a 1956D penny that hopefully will get us back on track, and then a Canadian 1971 to add to that. And to follow that up, second roll gets us yet another wheat, so definitely back on track at this point. We have a 1946 wheat penny from Philadelphia. And this is unreal. After the worst box in history, we have 2 great finds again, and these are actually both going to be folder fillers. This one's an uncirculated San Francisco Mint 1948 S penny. That's our first uncirculated San Francisco one, and obviously there's a little bit of wear on it, but it's still got a lot of great luster. And then over here is a 1954D. The interesting significance on this one is that we haven't found any 1954s in our hunt. I think that this is either I think this is $400 now of coins that we've searched, and we hadn't gotten one from 1954 PD or S, so we're going to be able to fill a slot with this one as well. And I'm not sure what this is, but it looks really, really cool, really interesting. I've never seen anything like it, and it's got a cool animal on the back. It almost looks like a razorback pig. 1 cent, 1978. So let's flip it over. And it's a Bermuda Elizabeth II 1 cent coin. Really cool that it was actually able to end up over here. I've never seen anything like it. Again, that's awesome and really cool to kind of break up the monotony. It's been about 10 rolls since our last find, so maybe it was a quick to assert that it was going to be a really good box, but if we can keep up the pace, that would still be awesome. And now with 22 rolls left to go, we got another wheat. This one's on its back, so we'll get a nice reveal out of it. and it's a 1947, so it's one that we already have, but I'm really still thrilled about those two that we found, the 48S and the 54D. It's pretty rare at this point to be finding new dates for the collection, so really, really excited about those, and if we could get one or two more, that would make my day. And another wheat penny, this time about 5 rolls later. This one is in pretty beat up shape. Maybe that'll lead to an older one, and it unfortunately definitely did not. A 1956D is going to be the find, but always happy again. When you're not getting a ton of wheats, it's always a good sight to see the wheat ears staring up at you out of a roll. 2 more rolls gets us another reveal, so we'll take a look at this one. 1956, so that's been the theme for this box, but again, just like I said in the last little clip, more than happy to take it out of the circulation. And it looks like this is going to be quite a tropical hunt, or I don't know if Bermuda is quite tropical, but we got another one. This one looks like it's going to be from 1970, but same design as before, except this one's circulated. So maybe somebody went to Bermuda and then dropped their coins off at the bank. I have no idea. And then a 1989 Canadian one. Took a little longer to get to this one, but about 6 rolls later now, and we have a very corroded, ugly wheat penny. 1951 is going to be the date, but I've never seen that kind of harsh of a green toning on any coin roll hunted wheat that I've found, so it's kind of an interesting find in that respect. That brings our total to 7 for this box, so definitely more of an average box, unlike the anomaly of the last one, though we have gotten some really cool foreigns this time. And some more quick news and good news, a 1944 wheat penny we got, and then a 2011 Canadian newer style penny, and we have, I believe, exactly 10 rolls left at this point. And on our second to last roll, we're continuing the theme of nasty looking wheat pennies. So there is the back, and the front is going to be 1946, so another relatively common date. But I don't know what's been going on with all of these. I'm not complaining, but it's just kind of funny to see how deteriorated some of the conditions on these have been. So we got one more roll left, and then we'll get to the wrap up. And I'm hoping for the best here, though it does look like a slightly newer one. We did get a last roll find, so I'm going to flip it over. 1940, so that kind of brings us full circle. I think if I remember correctly, the first one was a 1940 as well. So a solid box here, definitely, with those 2 cool foreigns and 2 new dates. But we'll get to the final wrap-up. I'll show you just so you guys remember and can see exactly what we found tonight. So here are the results that we got today, and we did pretty well, I think. We started out with 15 Canadian pennies. We had a 1968, a 1969, 71, 73, 74, 2 of those I think, a 79, 80, and then 81, 82, 89, 95, 98, and 2011. Our highlight, in my opinion, well, one of them was definitely the 2 Bermuda 1-cent coins, 1970 and 1978, and then we had a good mix. We had 16 wheat pennies total, all from 40s and 50s, but not bad. 51, 53, 53D, 54D was a good one, and then we had 56 and 2 56Ds, and then over here we had 2 40s, a 44, 45, 46 times 2, 47, and our highlight, in my opinion, of the whole hunt was this 1948S with some cool original mint luster on it. So with that being said, about to do another $50, and that video will be up soon. Hopefully it'll be a little higher concentration of wheat pennies, but we can also keep 2 or 3 more additions to our folders. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe to help me out with my channel. And if you want to connect more, I do so on my Facebook, Treasure Town, my website, treasuretownYT.com, or my Instagram, TreasureTownYT. Have a great day, and I hope to see you on some of my other videos.